Well, anyways, so let's just start with the Pentagon stuff. That I read your tweet, and let's start with open source information, just for the audience. Can you describe what open source info is? Open source intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get confused about this. I've even noticed in our past interviews, right? So, like our Benghazi investigation, we've collected this entirely ourselves, right? So, we are the ones on the ground getting the information. So, it's obviously not classified channels, right? We're not going to foreign militaries, we're not going to the intelligence community and getting this information. So, it's publicly available, and we can basically share it with whomever we want because it's completely unclassified. So what we do is when we get threat information, we pass it to where it belongs. Sometimes the threat is against a foreign government, so we'll send it to maybe like the ambassador at the embassy in Washington, D.C. And then sometimes the threat is against us. And so we recently got some threats against U.S. embassies. So we've been reaching out to the embassies to let the ambassador know, and then of course to let the RSO know, right? The regional security officer who would be in charge of security at those embassies, to let them know. And so when I reached out to one of them in Africa, I got a nasty gram back from the Pentagon that I didn't go through formal channels to share the information, which is ironic because it's unclassified. But the crazy part is they didn't ask anything about the threat. They didn't say, anything about the sourcing, where we got it from. They didn't show any concern at all for the personnel at the embassy. They just cared that I gave them something.
Well, I don't understand how the Pentagon would not be concerned with the safety of Americans at an American embassy, and the only thing they're concerned about is the information that you're collecting open source.